29 states and the District of Columbia currently have laws legalizing marijuana in some form, and while these laws allow for the use of marijuana, driving high is still illegal. Here to discuss the impact on highway safety and public policy is James Lynch from the Insurance Information Institute. James, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Great to have you on. So we're going to be discussing, the hidden dangers of marijuana, as it were, but let's talk about auto incidents and auto accidents. What's behind this rise in these types of incidents?
Well, the crash rate has been rising since about 2014. There's a lot of things that are involved in that. Some of them are involved with the economy. As the economy gets better, more people drive more miles, and that causes accidents. But we wanted to focus some information today on what looks like it's starting to become an increasingly distressing trend, and that's driving while high on marijuana.
Now, it's a misconception maybe that you can be high, that you can drive carefully and safely. Is it as dangerous as driving under the influence of alcohol, for instance?
Well, honestly, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't seem that way, and we've done some studies that look at the states that have recreational marijuana, Oregon, Colorado, and Washington, and we found that there's a significant increase in the crash rate in those states compared with states that haven't been changing their marijuana laws. So there is definitely an increase, but really there hasn't been a lot of research about exactly what is going on. So it could be, it looks like it's worse, but it could be that the situation is considerably worse with driving while impaired by marijuana versus drunk driving. But neither of them is a good idea in any circumstance.
So what is it about driving under the influence of marijuana that makes the roads unsafe?
Well, your motor skills have declined, and your attention span is shorter, and your executive function, which is the part of your brain that tells all the other parts of your brain what they should be doing with the information they're receiving, that stops working properly. That's what happens when a person is drunk. It's what happens when a person gets high, and that is not any way to take a ton of metal and send it hurtling down a highway at 75, 85 miles an hour.
Right. That's a good point. If you're not, within all your faculties, why would you put yourself at risk? Why would you put others at risk? So let's talk about ways that we can address this. Well,
the biggest thing you can do is increase public awareness, and that's why the Insurance Information Institute, the Property Casualty Insurers Association of America, and the Highway Loss Data Institute have all gotten together to put the word out that it is really dangerous. People know it's illegal, they know it's dangerous, but they don't think it's contributing to a crash rate. We've had public opinion surveys that show that 9 out of 10 people think that it is dangerous to drive while you're altered on marijuana, but only 40% think that it's contributing to an increase in the crash rate, and we're seeing that that's people need to understand that better, and they need to start off with themselves. If you're a person who is high on marijuana, and I know the laws, you have medicinal marijuana there in Arizona, don't get in a car and drive because you are impaired after you've taken that substance and you're high. You're not a good driver. So you have to be aware yourself, and then you also need to be aware of the people who are around you who are high. Our surveys found that more than 1 out of 4 people who would get into a car with a person who's high.
Right.
Why would you do that? That's a terrible mistake.
Agreed. I think it's a very important reminder. It's something that people really don't take seriously, I think, and you're bringing it to light and really making it what it is, which is, it could be a tragedy if it goes wrong. So if people want more information, where can they go get it?
Well, they can go to the website of our allied organization here, the Property Casualty Insurers Association of America. Their website is pciaa.net.
Very good. James Lynch, thanks for your time today.
You're welcome.
Of course. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back.